Next question and last question for today's podcast from Ken. I signed up for the Ironman Florida 2023. I'm trying to wrap my head around swimming in the Gulf. When swimming in choppy water, are there any different techniques you use? I always find it challenging to get into a rhythm when it's choppy. Or is the bottom line train in choppy water to get better at swimming in choppy water? Coach?
Yes.
Good answer. Thank you for the podcast, everybody. See you next week.
So, I mean, yes, you just answered your own question. If you can get in choppy water in a safe environment with people, with a rescue tube or like a flotation device with you in case you need it, I don't recommend necessarily practicing in the Gulf because they have a lot of riptides, and there's usually, I know people who live there, and there's usually riptide warnings throughout the day. So that's not necessarily what you have to do. But if you can get in a safe body of water that has choppy water with someone there with you, I think that's the best way to do it. As far as technique in choppy water goes, practice in the pool, get short and choppy, get used to lifting your whole face and chin out of the water because you may need to if there's a wave kind of coming right at your face, or if there's a wave that comes at your face from the side. It is beneficial in those type of conditions to be able to do maybe some breaststroke while with your face out of the water, do some head out of the water drill. That's a drill that works on your technique, but it's also a drill to help you manage sighting depending on what type of chop that you're going to face in the ocean or in the Gulf.
Yeah. What was it most recent you did? Was it 2021 or 22? 21.
21 in Ironman, Florida. And
Yeah.
I knew I was swimming in the Gulf. And I actually, for me personally, I mean, I'm a swimmer, but I did focus more on strength training that year than I did less time in the pool than I typically do for training for an Ironman because of the riptide conditions that we ended up experiencing race day. So when I was experiencing that in the face current, when we made that turn, I was strong and I felt okay with it. I didn't realize there was a riptide. I just thought there was water, like a boat was in front of me, splashing me with water. That's kind of what it felt like. But there are a lot of people. I mean, I think there were 500 athletes or so that didn't make that swim cutoff because they got stuck in a riptide and they weren't strong enough to propel themselves forward. And so you do want to be strong. The fact that you're aware that it could happen, you're a step above someone who has no idea that could happen. And so become strong, become a confident swimmer, and practice in an environment that's safe in a current if you can.
One mindset trick I would use for when we used to have the mass swim starts is to know in your head, this too will pass. That it's going to be, give yourself, so many seconds or minutes before it's going to smooth out. So same thing with, I don't know, I've never swam in a riptide. How long will this take if I'm in here? Don't panic. Be prepared for 3 minutes worth of hard swimming, if that's what it is, until you get that buoy. Just like going around a buoy in a crowded space. No, just fight through it. Someone's going over your back, hitting your legs, pulling yourself. It's going to pass. Stay positive, stay calm, get through it, give yourself 15 seconds, it'll be gone. And that's kind of hard to do when you're in the moment and you're, flailing out there. Oh, I got to get past. Oh, there's too many people around. Pause. It's okay. They'll get past you, they'll swim past you, or they'll drop off, whatever, it'll pass.
Yeah.
That's one little mind trick. Even on the same thing with climbing a hill on the bike. It's only so far. At the top, I can relax, but let me just head down, grind, stay in the moment, and cycle through it. Same thing with swimming, I think.
Yep, exactly.